Welcome back, NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me to another episode of Music with Nick. Today I'm super excited because we are getting a number 2 BURT Bacharach marathon. So this is from JK. He didn't just give us number 1, he's giving us number 2 to this amazing composer and the artist that used to interpret his creation. So I'm very excited to do this. Thank you again, JK, for taking the time and the effort and and also sponsoring this video. So thank you so much. I do appreciate it. The first one, I've listened to that set of songs so many times in the last 2 weeks. It's insane. I'm a real fan, and we just had some Elvis Costello yesterday along with Alexia, so if you want to check that out as well. But yeah, all you BURT Bacharach fans, check out the first one, and then maybe you want to do this one here, the video. And so yeah, without further ado, let's look up the songs that we'll do today. Here on this list, let's see if they load. Let's see. We're gonna try, and so we're gonna start it off with Cilla Black from this is the song Alfie, and 1 second, this is the well, I used the album completely, Cilla 1963 to 73. Then the Fifth Dimension, One Last Bell to Answer. This is from the album Portrait. Let's take a look here. Portrait is 1970. All right, cool. Then we're going to do the Pretenders. And a lot of people told me, you have to listen to the Pretenders. And here we are. The Pretenders, The Windows of the World. This is a from Pirate Radio, 2006. But this, it looks like it's a remaster. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a remastered from 2006. Wow, this album has 81 songs. Can you believe it? Then Dionne Warwick, Promises. From the album Promises. This is from 68. Okay. And the last one, the amazing and the only BURT Bacharach himself. We're going to do South American Getaway from Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. This is what year? It's from a motion picture, 1969. So here we are. Very cool list. And I'm happy I could read this without my precious glasses, because my glasses had an accident, and now I'm going to be glassless without about 10 days. And I'm so used to wearing them in front of the computer that it is kind of challenging to read, but any other thing with reading glasses is impossible. I run into things, so I can, and I don't have them right now with me. But yeah, if you see me with some I just did a James Bond marathon, by the way, as well, and I was wearing them. Literally looked like the James Bond villain in the video. So there you go. All right, so without further ado, let's get into the music. Thank you so much, JK. This is really cool that we're getting a second part. Thank you so much for thinking of everyone in the community that enjoyed that video, and myself, Alexia, and that was a great video. So here's number 2. Okay, let's go with Cilla Black. Here we go. First song of the marathon, Alfie.
What's it all about, Alfie? Is it just for the moment we live? What's it all about when you started out, Alfie? Are we meant to take more than we give? it is wise to be cruel. And if life belongs only to the strong, Alfie, what will you lend on an old golden rule? As sure as I believe there's a heaven above, Alfie, I know there's something much more, something even non-believers can't believe in. I believe in love, Alfie. Without true love, we just exist. Alfie, until you find the love you miss, you're nothing, Alfie. When you walk, let your heart lead the way.
Wow. I can't believe this. Beautiful. What a voice. I mean, from this little lady. I mean, she doesn't look very tall. She looks quite tiny. What a voice. Just amazing. And just such power and beauty. And the composition, of course, is so well written. Like the orchestra. I was just talking about that when I did the James Bond marathon. That Hollywood had this amazing way of orchestrating even as just the song, you know, it made it feel so, I don't know, like it had certain elegance and certain, you know, just like this whole thing wrapped in like perfection, you know, and we don't get that anymore. And it was more conservative, and it was more, you know, everything was a little bit more, you know, I don't know, like even the movies back in the day were just, I don't know, just no, not so shocking, you know, and the music was just easier to listen to, and it's, I don't know if I'm trying to explain something, but I can't. It was just different. It just sounds from that era, and I think that era was the golden age, you know, of film and music, and it's just a wonderful time to. And this is recorded so well, you know, as well, you know. So yeah, it's just wonderful. It really like gets my skin crawling, like, and out of gusto. It's like so beautiful. It's like, oof, I get goosebumps. Really, really beautiful. This, and Alfie, what a song. It's insane, crazy. Love it. Let's continue before I break down and cry here. I mean, who doesn't get hit like a hammer with this? This is amazing. Let's continue.
And you'll find love any day, Alfie. Alfie.
That string section. Man. And then those harmonics. Boom, boom, boom. But just that string section, it's. So good. Okay, now the Fifth Dimension. I've never heard this band. I've never heard any, of course, Dionne. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. If not, come on, cut me some slack. You know, I speak 4 languages. Come on, please. It's very confusing because Dionne would be one way to pronounce it. Dionne, you know, in another language. So I can't really. It's really hard for me with names because every language has a different tone. Even my name, Nicolas, Nicola, Nicolas. Like, come on. So cut me some slack. The fifth dimension is portrait. Here we go.
One less bell to answer, one less egg to fry, one less man to pick up after. I should be happy, but all I do is cry. No more laugh. Oh, I should be happy. I only know that since he left, my life's so empty. Though I try to forget, it just can't be done. Each time the doorbell rings, I still run. I don't know how in the world to stop thinking of him, 'cause I still love him so. I end each day the way I start out, crying my heart Oh, one less man to pick up after. No more laughter. No more love. Since he went, oh, he went away.
Wow. It's all so good. It's this music is so good. The intention is so. It's even the lyrics are pure. It's like it's not like sexualized or anything. I love that it's just like, you know, I mean, for one, she is kind of like, you know, one last man to pick after, but then also no laughter. And then she's basically, but I can't live without him, you know. So it's basically like I can't live with or without him, you know. So that's the dilemma, I guess, that we are very different, but we can't exist without each other, you know, or with our partner, you know. Once there is love, there's always things that you don't quite enjoy, but you can overlook any flaw when there's real love, you know, because nobody's perfect. But even in relationships where nobody's perfect, it can be a pretty much perfect relationship because, like I said, love overcomes any obstacle. So that's beautiful. That this is like the theme of the song. It's really, really good, really well. The way it's written and the orchestra and all that stuff. It's so good. Like anything written by BURT Bacharach and interpreted by these beautiful artists, by these amazingly talented like artists is like just it's what's not to love? You know, this is a success story. I mean, anyone who gets lyrics and the sheet notes, the cheat, no, not the cheat notes, the just the notes, you know what I mean, is lucky. Must have been lucky, man. Okay, I'm gonna go back a little bit. Let's continue. Here you go.
Why did he leave me? Now I've got one less egg to fry. One less egg to fry. And all I do is cry. Because my man told me goodbye. Somebody tell me, please, where did he go? Why did he go? Tell me, how could he leave me?
Beautiful, man. Beautiful, beautiful. As good as the first one. Literally, they're equally as good. Like, well, I mean, Alfie had just like the singing was so amazing. This was more like, I think the lyrics got my attention here more than the first one. The first one I couldn't even concentrate because the singing was so high and caught me a little bit off guard. All right, the Pretenders are next. So I've heard so much good things about the Pretenders. Let's see what they're made of. Here we go with the Windows of the World.
The windows of the world are covered with rain. Where is the sunshine we once knew? Everybody knows when little children play, they need a sunny day to grow straight and tall. Let the sun shine through.
Wow.
Windows of the world are covered with rain. When will those black skies turn to blue? Everybody knows when boys grow into men, they start to wonder when their country will call. Let the sun shine through. Windows of the world are covered with rain. What is the whole world coming to? Everybody knows when men cannot be friends, their quarrel often ends where some have to die. Let the sun shine through. Windows of the world are covered with rain. There must be something we can do. Everybody knows whenever rain appears, it's really angel tears. How long must they cry? Let the sun shine through.
beautiful. Oh man, her voice is like, I didn't even stop the. Totally forgot to pause. Wow, beautiful. More like, of course, more rock, but beautiful, and what a way to sing, man. Wow. Speechless. That's what I am. Speechless. All this, like, it's so good. Like, really, thank you for putting this together. I know you guys take your time and to put this together carefully, and wow. But all three songs so far have been like, I mean, what do you say? You can't really say anything except just say, yep. You know, so wow. Yeah, the Pretenders, I'll keep my eye on them. I wish I could just like sometimes dive into like the whole collection of something, but then if I get a request, I would be like saying, hey, I'm sorry, but I already heard this before, I heard that before. So I kind of like try and keep my, you know, my hands out of like all this stuff, you know. And but one day we'll be able to enjoy it, you know. And if the internet ever goes out, yay, you know, then we have a lot of CDs. So yeah. Okay, Promises is next from Dionne Warwick. Here we go. Ooh.
Promises, I'm up through with promises now. I don't know how I got the nerve to walk out. If I shout, remember, I feel free. Now I can look at myself and be proud. I'm laughing out loud. Oh, promises, this is where those promises end. I don't pretend that what was wrong can be right. Every night I'll sleep now, no more lies. Things that I promised myself fell apart, but I found my heart. Oh, promises, they're kind of promises.
That's insane, but I kid you not, this sounds like a wapango. A wapango is a Mexican, like a Mexican song. Mexican, not a Mexican song, Mexican style of playing. Like, it's very, like, I don't know if you heard Guadalajara, 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 Guadalajara. There's a lot of trumpets and a lot of strings. It sounds a little bit like that. I'm not saying that, but it could be an inspiration for BURT, maybe that he heard something more Latin infused, and maybe he used that for her here. It sounds like that to me. Really cool. A beautiful voice.
Their kind of promises can just destroy your life. Oh, promises, those kind of promises take all the joy from life. Oh, promises, my kind of promises can lead to joy and to hope and love. Yes, every night I'll sleep now, no more lies. Things that I promised myself fell apart, but I found my heart. Oh, promises, they're kind of promises can just destroy your life. Oh, promises, those kind of promises take all the joy from life. Oh, promises, my kind of promises
Wow. So this is from a play. I wanted to look for myself. You know, I'm always interested. So wow, this is a even Broadway production. Wow, there's so much to read about this, which I will, of course. I do this in my, you know, in my spare time. But beautiful song, just very epic, and it had that musical vibe, and so I had to see what's going on here, what style, you know, this is also. It doesn't really say. It's just too much information to go through right now. We're gonna end it off with BURT Bacharach himself, South American Gateway, and I think maybe, but it says Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. So I don't know. This is from a movie. I don't know if there's any singing or anything, or if it's instrumental by Mr. BURT on the piano. But let's listen. Let's go ahead. Amazing. Like the time signature sounds almost like take 5/5/4. But this whole like this like my mom used to show me I think it was called Playback. but it was all like but I think I have now the chords in my head of this, but like, you know, it was just like very good for my ear back when I was so little, and we would like kind of like do that and try to out whistle each other, and I was like, how would I do it so I don't mess the mic up? As like like that kind of stuff, and we just, and she would be able to do it, but I would like, we would always try to out whistle each other. Like, with the harder it got, the better, of course, right? So like, I don't know, like Queen of the Night whistling, you know. And I could do it one day on a video. I'm not gonna do it right now. But this also, the scatting is so interesting, especially for improvisation, you know. So you get some chords and you can so cool, man. But of course, here it has like, it's all written down by BURT, and really cool. I love it. It's just like one of those things that I could listen to all day. Yeah, awesome, man. It's so cool because you hear the chords, and then in your head you can just like, you know, just like do your own little thing. It's beautiful. This is like the music that I live for, this kind of stuff, you know. And especially when I've, on the first time listening, and it's very hard sometimes to do these videos because it just like is so overwhelmingly good, and you're either lost for words, or you say too much, or, you know, you can't find what to say. But I guess that's what it is, you know. It's a reaction video, and sometimes we react with tears, with joy, with frustration, all kinds of reactions, you know. So yeah, I guess that's what it is, you know. But this was beautiful. I'm super happy I got a second part. It's insane. I love it. Thank you so much, JK, for this. Really cool. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope I didn't, you know, interrupt too much, but you know, as you guys know, we kind of have to, all of us, you know. It kind of, I know it sucks, but But then again, you know, um, what would be what? How could you call a reaction video of someone who just listens to the song for like 6 minutes and then in the end he just says, "Oh yeah, that's a great song," you know, and there's no feeling or whatsoever. You know, like I've seen those videos and they're all good, you know, they're not really not for me because like for example, the other day I got a comment from someone and he was like, if you play an ELP song, it's sacrilegious to interrupt. And I was like, I mean, I get it, you know, but how can I be listening to a song that's 28 minutes long and not pause and then say anything worth of substance? Because you can't really photograph 28 minutes in your mind, in your brain. You can't, it's impossible. So you do have to stop. You have to talk about certain things that are interesting. And then he said, you actually have a point, man. I'm sorry, you know. So sometimes it's good, you know, to just explain what this is all about. It's not just like, you know, someone sitting here and making faces. And I love making faces, don't get me wrong. It's like some people are like, oh my God, your faces are hilarious, you know, because when I'm like, you know, but it's not all about that. It's about also, some people talk more about lyrics, but I'm more into the musical aspect. But I did talk about lyrics today, for example, but it's just those lyrics are sometimes mask with the brilliance of the music. So I can't do both. I can't listen to the music and the lyrics at the same time. It's just impossible. So yeah, but I try my best. Guys, thank you so much. Let me know what was your favorite tune of this. Did you ever see anything live? Let me know all your good stuff, all your trivia. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.